Well, a classic Californian Spanish-style home is for sale in Dorado Hills.
All right, Lori Wallace is there taking a look for another edition of Selling Sacramento.
Ooh.
Oh, we just love to be nosy on this show, and I found a treasure here in Dorado Hills. It is stunning, and we started out front because the views are so good out here, and from what I understand, the sunsets aren't half bad either. So you have a view of Folsom Lake. I have Kelly and Lauren here from Navigate Realty. This is an amazing property. I'm going to let you give us the specs on the place because the square footage and what's actually here aren't all in one area.
Absolutely. We've got a 5,029 square foot main home with a pool house and a winemaker's cabin, and then a basement all downstairs that's not included in the square footage either. So would you guys like to come on in and take a peek?
Yes, let's take a peek. Now, before we go inside, though, I want to show the outside here because the landscaping's beautiful, but you'll also notice some wine grapes.
Absolutely.
I noticed that, yeah.
We feature Barbera, Zinfandel, and Cab all the way around the exterior of the property this way and this way. It's truly stunning. They get about 60 gallons a year, makes about 25 cases.
Wow.
Oh, that's about enough for Julissa for a weekend. All right, let's take a peek inside. She's not there, right?
No.
We'll go inside. I'm going to let Haggart lead the way because the entry is absolutely gorgeous, really, and it looks out into that beautiful pool area, which we're going to talk about next hour. But everything in here is custom, and it's really unique.
It is. These tiles are all hand painted on the staircase, and then these tiles are all made by hand in Mexico, and you can see all the unique characteristics. There's some paw prints from the animals walking by.
Oh,
there's just a story in every inch of this home.
How cool.
Oh, it is absolutely stunning. Okay, let's follow Haggart now into the kitchen because, of course, you want to have that space where you actually want to do a little cooking, and I certainly wouldn't mind being in this kitchen for a little while.
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. It's a large home, but as you can tell, it's very intimate spaces. So you don't feel like you're just overwhelmed by space. So you can have unique conversations in a formal dining room. Back over here, we have so we should take a peek at that too.
Yes, right around the corner. A little tricky to get around with the camera, so Hags is like, wait, where are we going? Right here. This is the area where she was just talking about, and it's got a view also. So I didn't realize the view from here. You still see Folsom Lake.
Folsom Lake from every room downstairs. I mean, look at this wonderful dining area and wine room. The balcony is where they have their homemade wine. Look at that view over Folsom Lake. The sunsets here are spectacular. The sky is hand-painted, as lovely as the staircase.
It is so nice. Now, when you talk about the square footage here in the house, there's also, John, a sports court outside and a few other extras as well.
Nice.
And a beautiful garden above the winemaker's cabin as well.
Okay, so we'll head back this way. And one thing that Kelly mentioned, very true, when you're in here, it doesn't feel overwhelming at all. The spaces are intimate. And so when you walk out this way, coming from the entrance there where you guys saw the pool, there's a beautiful pool house out there as well, and then a winemaker's cottage. So coming up next hour, we're going to head out back. Just in time for the 4th of July, guys. Do you think they'll let us come over and, you know, go for a little dip?
I mean,
they're wonderful, and I'm sure they would allow it.
Oh, hey, it never hurts to ask when we're visiting places like this. So, again, this is in Dorado Hills, 70s Power Drive, and that's where you can find it online as well.
Yeah, 70powers.com. It has its own website.
We're going to head out there coming up next hour. Check out the pool house, the winemaker's cottage, and then, of course, that pool area is to die for. I'll send it back to you.
I feel like I'm in Spain. It's beautiful.
I feel like this is my mansion style. Like one day when that's the style it's going to be. I don't like super modern.
Right.
I don't like Baroque.